Gentlemen, please welcome your teams for this afternoon's FAW Women's Cup final, Fenni and Cardiff Met.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the National Football Development Centre here at Dragon Park, Newport, for the Welsh Women's Cup final between Abergavenny ladies and Cardiff Met. Keeping me company in the commentary box this afternoon will be Nia Jones, former Cardiff City and Reading player and former Wales international. She represented her country on 28 occasions and is currently captain of the Celtic Dragons netball team. She also won the Welsh Cup on 2 occasions. Croeso Nia, very warm welcome to you.
Hello Mike, thank you for that introduction, very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Wales.
And we'll pause for the national anthem before the game.
The two teams will now be presented to Kieran O'Connor, the President of the Football Association of Wales.
Well, before the game, Mr. Kieran O'Connor will be introduced to the ladies of both teams. And he's the President of the Welsh Premier League.
Starting with the Abergavenny side.
Nia, as you look forward to today's occasion, having won the Welsh Cup yourself, Cardiff Met clear favourites to lift the trophy this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. I think you have to look at the season they've had so far. Already pretty much won the league. Obviously had a great week last week, won the League Cup against Swansea City in what sounded like a great game, so they'll be on a high. But you know, Abergavenny's journey here has been, you know, amazing, and it's such a great occasion for all those players who are lining up today. I'm sure they'll give it their all, and hopefully it's a competitive fixture.
It'll be the first appearance for Abergavenny in a Welsh Cup final. How do you think that will affect the players?
I don't think it'll affect them negatively. I think they'll be up for it. You know, they're just lining up there and hearing the Welsh national anthem is something that many of them won't have experienced before. I know a couple of them have played for Wales at youth level, but still, it's such a proud occasion. And you know, there's 90 minutes now. They've earned their right to be here. They've had some great results in the build-up to it. You know, they beat Cardiff City to get here, which was a great victory for them. So you know, they can take confidence from that result and hopefully bring it to Cardiff Met tonight.
Number 15, Jessica Westhoff, and number 17, Stacey Ellen.
Cardiff Met lining up for their team photograph, one for the history books for all the ladies. And the teams will go through at the bottom of your screen. Abergavenny and Cardiff Met, they've met on 2 occasions, I think, this season. Comprehensive victories on both occasions for Cardiff Met. Will that have any bearing on today's game, do you think?
I think so. Both teams would have done a bit of research. As you say, Cardiff Met scored 4 goals in both those fixtures, home and away, so that will give them confidence, knowing that they can, you know, obviously they've got some really good forward threats. They've got Madison Schubach, who's in great form, top scorer of the league. They'll be relying on her today. They'll like an early goal, because the pressure is definitely on Cardiff Met. They're the hot favourites, but I think there was an occasion last year for Abergavenny. They did beat Met 1-0, so they'll also take a lot of pride in that. I'm sure Richie, their coach, will have reminded them of that for a confidence boost.
We're seeing the Cardiff Met side go through there. The number 10, Madison Schubach, over here from America, is a real star.
She is, yeah. I think she's part of the university. She's studying there now. Came over from Ohio University. I'm sure she's probably studying there, getting a course. And they train pretty much full time at Cardiff Met, so she'll be enjoying the facilities, and she's definitely expressing herself on the pitch. As we said, 15 goals in all competitions this season. She'll be one that Abergavenny have to keep a real close eye on.
The Golden Boot winner for the last 4 seasons out of 5 has been Lindsay Davis of Abergavenny. She'll be wearing 9 today, and she's got a real good track record of scoring.
She has. I actually played with Lindsay at Wales under-19s level. She's got pace. She's in and around that box, making a nuisance of herself. She's got good movement. And as you say, you know, to win the Golden Boot 4 seasons out of 5 in this league is a fantastic feat. So if she's active in the box to keep Tia Richardson and Steph Turner busy at the Cardiff Met defence, then Abergavenny have got a shot.
Our referee for this afternoon's occasion, very special occasion, will be Cheryl Foster from the North East Wales Football Association, and she'll be assisted by Kerry Louise Williams and Lindsay Brown. So it's Abergavenny who kick off, playing from right to left in their blue shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. But the clear favourites will be Cardiff Met, looking to achieve an incredible treble, having already lifted the league title and the League Cup last week in a victory against Swansea City. But Lucy Finch, unfortunately, couldn't complete that throw-in. So possession goes to Abergavenny. Long ball from Alice Griffiths. That ball is well cleared by Mally Summers, who's represented Wales under-17. She's the rock in the defence. Finch with the throw. Shoeback on her left foot, putting pressure on the Abergavenny defence. Griffiths picks up the ball. Oh, important, strong tackle by Abigail Powell. And the long ball looking for Kate Jeremiah. Jeremiah, who scored 2 goals in the semi-final at Met, traditionally play their way out of defence, and they do that successfully. It'd be important that Abergavenny try to keep the ball as long as they possibly can. Finch, again a mistake by Finch, and strong tackling by Ashley Mackenzie, putting pressure, closing down the Met defence.
Yeah, strong challenger. We saw, we see the intent from Abby Powell, that strong challenge earlier on, but good start from both teams. You can see they're spotting the space in behind it, trying to play those little balls forward, and the one to block it off then, Ashley Mackenzie, she's actually in the RAF, so I wouldn't back myself in a tackle against her.
Well, she'd be flying today. Number 11 for Abergavenny is Lauren Boyd. Boyd with the throw. Good pressure here, early pressure from Abergavenny. Cardiff Met have lifted the trophy on 2 occasions, in 2014 and 2017, on both occasions beating Swansea City. This is Abergavenny's first appearance in the national final, and that's great skill. Once again by Shoebach. Ball is cleared, but it'll be a throw to Cardiff Met, right in front of our commentary position here at the Dragon Centre. Fantastic facility here in Newport.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a great surface. Both teams will enjoy playing on it. Hopefully keeping the ball on the ground, make the most of the grass. And, you know, it's used by international teams, the men and the women. So fantastic for these players to have the opportunity to play on it. Strong
run there by Robin Pinder of Cardiff Met, but good skill by Laura Davis. Davis, good pace through the middle. Was she held there by Alice Griffiths? Well, we play on, and it's Shoebach once again who tidies up. Ball to Mathias, that long ball by Rebecca Mathias, rather wasteful, conceding possession. But having played through 3.5 minutes, Nia, it's been a good start by Abergavenny.
Yeah, fantastic start. They've had the majority of the ball. I think if it wasn't for a couple of last-ditch tackles Cardiff Met, they'd have been in behind once or twice already. But already you can see Madison Shoeback and Alice Griffiths in the middle of that Cardiff Met midfield, just picking up the second balls, just trying to slide some balls through. So I need to be wary of that. But here's Abergavenny on the ball again.
And it was Laura Davis again on that trusty left foot. The ball is cleared. It's down towards Clipston. But Abergavenny content to concede the throw-in on the far side. Cardiff Met 0, Abergavenny 0. Welsh Women's Cup final. Abergavenny's first appearance. Good, strong tackle once again, and it's Davis that's there. A lovely pass. Looking for support. Mackenzie has to turn inside. This could be trouble. And it's Clipston turning, shooting, and the first effort at goal comes from Naomi Clipston. It's well handled by Charlotte Hastings in the goal for Abergavenny. But the first opportunity, Nia.
Yeah, and it's just sloppiness in the middle of the field, and you can't do it. You know, I felt for Lindsay Davis. She's trying to look for an outlet. Nobody really demanding the ball off her. She got caught on it, and Naomi's a really tricky forward. Manages to forge half a yard for herself, but Charlotte Hastings, she's had over 75 appearances. That's routine for her.
Olivia Thompson on the ball. Number 7 plays it forward to Shoebach. 2 waiting in the middle for the cross. Oh, a mistake by Charlotte Hastings. It was a cross by Shoebach.
Commentator's curse then. I just complimented Hastings in the goal, but I think they need to do more to stop that cross. I think it's Kerry Hudson down there marking Madison Shoebach. She needs to stop the cross. It's far too easy.
Well, that could have been a disaster for Abergavenny there. Having saved that first effort, Charlotte Hastings, oof, lucky to get away with that one. But it remains 0-0, 5.5 minutes played here at the Dragon Centre, the Welsh Women's Cup Final 2019. Cardiff Met, clear favourites, going for the treble. They've started well. Shoebach dominating midfield, but one that's really caught the eye for me, Laura Davis, 29 years of age, in that midfield for Abergavenny. Showing some good work rate. The throw by Finch, looking for Davis. Lucy Finch, 20 years of age, 13 appearances this season. Ball is cleared. Finch again, good first touch, good distribution. Shoebach once again, that trusty left foot. And an opportunity here for Matthias. Matthias! Oh, and the ball looking for Robin Pinder. But Hastings, good distribution by the keeper. The ball in front of Mackenzie. But across comes Steph Turner. Good work by the centre-back. Turner again. They're trying to play that ball in between the full-back and the centre-back, looking for the pace of Clipston.
Yeah, it's good vision from the defenders of Cardiff Met. Steph Turner trying to squeeze another one through, but there has to be the runs there. They can't just kick it for the sake of kicking it forward. There has to be the movement from Clipston and Pinder.
Davis again, being closed down, good close control. Sport is there from Kerry Hudson. Hudson is the captain. Hudson Davis were absolutely crucial in that midfield for Abergavenny, and she's won a free kick for her team. And that was another good run by Laura Davis.
Yeah, really composed there. Took a couple of the players on, knew that she was going to draw the foul, and just wins the possession back for a team. They can compose themselves now, loft the ball forward and see what they can make of it. And as you say, Laura Davis, their top scorer so far this season, so I'm sure she'll be making some dangerous runs from midfield.
Boyd with the free kick on her left foot. It's floated in, out by Richardson, the captain, helped on by Shoebach. Pinder, great touch to Clipston. Clipston has space in front of her, looks up, looking for the pass, the run from midfield by Thompson. Thompson lays it back. Good covering work by the Abergavenny midfielders. Ball is played forward. Kate Jeremiah looks a bit isolated at the moment. She's only had about one touch in the first 8 minutes of the game. And the Met stamping their authority on things. Again, strong tackle by the Met captain, Tisha Richardson. And that's Dr. Kate Harris, Kerry Harris, the senior lecturer in sport at Cardiff Met University, going for an unprecedented treble. Ball is played inside. Good run by Boyd. Boyd overlapping, being closed down by Finch. Strong tackle by Finch. And it was a fair tackle, and it'll be a throw-in to Abergavenny in the left wing position.
Yeah, great ball forward from captain Kerry Hudson. That's exactly what Richie Jeremiah want to see. Quick 1-2, using the width of the pitch, but great recovery tackle from Lucy Finch as well.
Abergavenny looking for an opportunity to cross. Boyd does so, and Richardson wins that 50-50. Looks up, good pass through to Griffiths. Griffiths to Matthias. An opportunity to run here, cutting inside. Good tackle, well timed. Real good standard of play here in the first 10 minutes. Oh, and Jeremiah just couldn't get the bootlace to that one. It's Schubach. Sian Bull, who's closest to her, but she gets a pass away to Clipston, turns away from Katie Adams, but draws the foul, and Schubach again with that skill on her left foot.
Yeah, and I think that's what Cardiff Met are doing slightly better at the minute. When they're winning the ball back at the back, they're trying to play themselves out of it. As you said, they found their danger woman again in Madison Schubach. She doesn't rush the forward ball, she waits for Clipston to be available, and there's Clipston's feet again, just draws the foul.
Richardson up from the back as well. Ball is headed towards goal by Clipston, but it's way over the top.
Yeah, just got a bit too much on that. I think Naomi Clipston needed to be more of a glancing header. I think she's hurt her forehead by doing that a little bit as well. Good run though, gets across the front of a defender. It's always hard, difficult to mark, but yeah, a little bit too much contact on it.
Always painful that when it hits you on the top of the head.
Yeah. Not how to head a ball.
Good header towards Pinder. Pinder gets a little bit of luck there. Pinder stretches out to Clipston. She's continued to run. Clipston ignores Pinder. Ball is blocked by Kerry Hudson and cleared hastily over the touchline on the far side. A throw in to Cardiff Met. 11 minutes gone. Starting to stamp their authority now on midfield, Miaya.
Yeah, a little bit, and I think off screen Robin Pinder made a run to the right hand side of Naomi Clipston, which allowed Clipston to then come inside and take the shot on her left foot. But again, Kerry Hudson, captain of Abergavenny, putting in another block. You can see why she's such a valuable member of the squad.
Still think the first goal this afternoon will be absolutely crucial. Good play, Matthias, overlapping. Good defensive work by Abby Powell in the right back position, covering the defence. But it'll be a throw in to Cardiff Met, having beaten Abergavenny on 2 occasions, 4-1 and 4-0 earlier in the season. Ball is crossed, but that's too strong. It's over everybody, and it's harmlessly out for a goal kick to Abergavenny. Well, Glamorgan cricket season started this week against Northamptonshire at Sophia Gardens. We're not at Sophia Gardens today, but we're at the Dragon Park. I wonder how many of them will be concentrating on cricket, looking around at the exciting Welsh Women's Cup final we have here.
Good choice, I say.
Ooh, late tackle there on Ashley Mackenzie by Lucy Finch.
Yeah, it's good refereeing from Cheryl Foster though. She waited to see if there's an advantage, if that forward ball was going to come to anything, but brought it back for the foul in the end. But actually, you know what? Both players hop straight back up. No afters, just getting on with it.
Free kick to Abergavenny, and it'll be Lauren Boyd to take it on that trusty left foot. She clips it in. It's Pinder who's helping out in the defence, up to Schubach. Again, that first touch, absolutely wonderful. Like a wand of a left foot that she has. She's closed down, and it's Hudson again for Abergavenny. Plays it forward, looking for Jeremiah. Davis again to Jeremiah. What a first touch that was. Oh, unfortunately couldn't take her beyond the Met defence. But Abergavenny certainly in this game. That's a great ball. Looking for Jeremiah. The covering tackle is in. Some good work by the Abergavenny ladies down that left-hand side, Nia. Yeah,
fantastic forward play from Kate Jeremiah. I know it's a big day for her and her family today, all heavily involved in the club. But she came in short, she laid it off, and then she spun straight away into that space in behind and nearly came to something, but they're in a dangerous position now again.
Just saw a clip there of her brother, Richie Jeremiah. It's a real family affair. In terms of Abergavenny ladies, that's Kate Jeremiah. Her brother Richie is the manager. Father Wayne and Lorraine have a big part to play as well in the history of Abergavenny. From the Mardi Tigers through to the Pilks, is it? Pilks football team, right, yeah. A little bit of history there that's turned into Abergavenny ladies. Fantastic day for everyone today, associated with the family and with the club. Schubach, great play out to the left-hand side. Ball played inside towards Clipston, is cleared, but again it's Schubach, and that's a clever pass inside. Opportunity to cross, and here we are, Clipston. Clipston looking for support, turns carefully past, and then the ball's played in, and Met hit the bar, so unlucky. It's Alice Griffiths with the header. It was a great cross. Griffiths was free in the 6-yard box. The header was on target, but unfortunately struck the bar. That was the closest we've come to a goal. Quarter of an hour played. Abergavenny ladies lucky to escape there. There's the cross in towards the far side. The real pressure here, the ladies of Abergavenny. Is there a shot from afar here? Ball is blocked once again. Davis under pressure. It's Schubach again. Tackle on her is fair, and Abergavenny have an opportunity to counter-attack. Ball played forward by Mackenzie, but it's too strong. No time to play in the replay here of that fantastic chance for the Met. Here we go, Nia. Alice Griffiths' chance. Yeah, I think she'll be seeing this missing her sleep, bless her. Great play from Clipston originally. Abergavenny defence were a little bit laboured. They didn't track the run, they didn't stop the cross, and it's completely unmarked in that 6-yard box. Just doesn't manage to get quite over it, and it rattles against the bar. She'll be really gutted with that. She will be gutted, because having seen it for the second time, she really should have scored. Really should have scored. Keeper was nowhere near it. It almost looked easier to score, to be honest, Mike. I'm not sure how she's missed it, just couldn't quite get over it. That was a great run from midfield, to be fair, and the cross was excellent as well. Yeah, a lovely clip to the front post. Good run from Alice Griffiths, as you said. She's looked bright so far alongside Schubach in central midfield. I'm sure it'll only make her more determined to make amends later on in the match. Hastings clears for Abergavenny, reaches halfway. Davis, the top scorer. Ball is played forward, and back it comes from the Met. Pressure on Abergavenny's defence. Important who's picking up the second ball. It's Lauren Davis. Davis head up straight away, but they give the ball away, and this is where Met are really dangerous. It's Clipston again. Clipston at Griffiths. Griffiths spreads it beautifully out to the right-hand side to Pinder. Pinder beats Boyd. Crosses early. Ball is headed clear. It's good defensive work again. Jeremiah coming towards the ball, but Finch beats her to it. This is Pinder round the corner. Opportunity for Olivia Thompson, but it's Schubach there again. It's desperate defence here from Abergavenny. They do clear. The ball is played back to Estelle Randall. Hardly mentioned her in the first 20 minutes of the game. Estelle Randall in goal for Cardiff Met.
We have it. She hasn't had a lot to do with her hands, but actually with the ball at her feet, she looks very confident, very comfortable, and that will only help the way that Cardiff Met seem to want to play.
Matthias on that left foot. It's a good cross. This is Schubach. First touch is great. Second is wonderful. And it's in. Third touch by Madison Schubach. She's the star, and she's the one that's put Cardiff Met ahead. Wonderful ball by Matthias, but it was the run from midfield by Madison Schubach. Great first touch, and she buries the ball past Charlotte Hastings. 19 minutes gone. Cardiff Met 1, Abergavenny 0.
Yeah, wonderful goal, as you say. She gets in between the two Abergavenny centre-halves. Wonderful ball from Matthias from full-back. Really good weight on it, but the touch with her right foot, another little touch, and the smart finish into the far corner, really showing her class so far in this game. And I can see why the Abergavenny keeper, Charlotte Hastings, is giving out to a defence, because they need to track those runs. She's given them enough warning.
Well, she is the top scorer. She's played in America. She's come over to Wales, and she's really setting the women's game alight here. What a wonderful finish by Madison Schubach.
Yeah, and do you know what? They're always very conditioned when they come over from America, and you can see that. She's everywhere on the pitch. She's picking the ball up deep in midfield and also making those runs, as we've seen. But actually, her touch and her passing ability is wonderful to watch as well.
Richie Jeremiah will have to think again now, having conceded early. That was the one thing they would have not wanted to have happened. Walker-Smith. Out to Thompson. Oh, there's a free header here! Oh, but it wasn't a header at the end. She's volleyed it over, and it's Clipston. The long cross, nobody taking responsibility in the Abergavenny defence. And it was Clipston who clipped it over the bar.
Yeah, she's not renowned for her heading ability, and I think from her previous effort, she's ducked out of this one, tried to go with the side foot effort, and it sailed over the bar.
Great opportunity to double their lead there for Naomi Clipston. Ball played forward. This is a good run, but Randall was there. The run from midfield by Lindsay Davis.
They're the types of balls that Lindsay Davis will be craving as well. She has got good speed. She'll back herself against Richardson and Turner at the back, so they just need to keep an eye out for her runs.
Clipston, another opportunity. She gets closed down, and the long-range shot is just over from Olivia Thompson. Another one from America, from Tennessee, Lincoln Memorial University.
Yeah, they do well to force Clipston back here. Little layoff. And it's a nice cultured effort from Olivia Thompson, another American recruit, as you said, but threats coming all over the pitch now for Met.
Ron, nearly halfway through the first half. This is Matthias, the creator of the first goal. This is Schubach, the scorer. They're starting to relax on the ball now, Cardiff Met, but they give it away rather sloppily, and it's Mackenzie. But Mackenzie, and now she's caught up field, and there'll be a gap in the left back position. It's Pinder. Pinder changing the focus of attack, ball played forward, and that's an easy one for Charlotte Hastings to collect.
Yeah, when Abergavenny are winning the ball back, and they are winning the ball back, they're staying very narrow. They need a little bit of width. One of those front three, one of those forward players needs to pull out wide and offer something, because Met are just winning it straight back because it's coming straight down their throats.
Davis looking to clip it, I think, into the left back position, and she does so, looking for Davis. The run by Lindsay Davis. She does well to keep the ball in, and she wins a throw for Abergavenny down the far corner on the left-hand side here. That was a good run and a good ball.
Yeah, that's exactly what she'll want. Lindsay Davis, great channel run, good ball forward as well. And on this pitch, it's sort of holding up a little bit, but not an awful amount of bodies trying to commit themselves to get into the box, so she's done well to win herself a throw-in.
Throw to Abergavenny. Ball is with Davis. Closed down. This is Boyd. Boyd who favours that left foot. Mackenzie to Davis, but there's an offside against Laura Davis, unfortunately, for Abergavenny ladies. What do they need to change, Nia, here?
I think, as we've just seen, those forward runs from Lindsay Davis into the channels is what they need. They need to split that Cardiff Met defence. They're sitting back, they're very, very happy at the minute just to defend those balls that are coming down centrally. Here's a little opportunity.
Here's an opportunity, and she clips it. Oh, what a save! That was Lindsay Davis trying to find the back of the net there, attempting to lob Estelle Randall.
It's a sign of a good striker that she's been starved of possession so far, but when the ball comes to her, she gets her shot in early before the keeper can set up and got a corner.
Best opportunity for Abergavenny. 24 minutes played, they're 1 down. But Lindsay Davis, what a chance that was, but a great save by Randall. The corner's in. Great header by Richardson, the captain, to clear. That was really brave. Ball's played forward towards Clipston. Clipston plays it back. The good run from Pinder. And I think there's a foul there, but it's a foul by Mackenzie, is it? On Pinder?
I think it is, but it's not a bad foul to concede, to be honest, because they were looking dangerous then. Pinder and Clipston going forward with pace. Here it is again. She actually just tries to get her body across the front of Pinder and heels are clipped. I think she feels like it should have gone the other way, but I think she did stop the counter-attack.
It's a fantastic header by Richardson to clear from the corner originally, though. So brave, wow.
Yeah, body on the line there. Nobody was going to beat her to that in the air, didn't look like.
Pinder will be the target here. It's Matthias again on that left foot. Griffiths. Out to Pinder, it'll be Matthias. Oh, great ball! And a ball over the top by Olivia Thompson. She had time there, I don't think there was offside. She was clear.
There's an interesting battle for the best left foot on the pitch going on between Matthias at full-back and Schuback in the middle. Another fantastic cross in, completely unmarked in the middle was Thompson, and she'll be really disappointed. Tried to go the outside of her foot, but too much pace on the ball and it sailed over.
You're quite right. You've got Laura Davis for Abergavenny and Boyd here on their left-hand side, and Mackenzie on the far side for Cardiff Met. Some great left feet here. Real top-quality crosses coming in from the left-hand side by both teams. Clipston. Ball ricochets into the path of Thompson. Thompson had that great chance seconds ago. Support from Finch. Plenty of support in the middle. Hastings is coming for it. She misses it. And it's Powell that clears for Abergavenny. Up towards Jeremiah. But it's Steph Turner who's first to the ball. Some dangerous balls being played in there. And Charlotte Hastings stayed on her line. She then made the decision to come for the ball. Unfortunately, couldn't punch it clear. And here's Madison Schuback. Schuback, the scorer, out to Pinder. Inside to Griffiths. Griffiths again. Great run. Opportunity across. Oh, and Hastings has lost it. And Abergavenny are lucky to escape once again. It was Schuback with that dangerous cross on her left foot. Hastings spilled it, but there was support in order to clear. Here's Boyd. Boyd plays it forward. Race between Davis and Richardson, and that's come off Davis. I think it should be a throw. Should be a throw for Cardiff Met, but it's been given to Abergavenny.
They'll take it, I'm sure. Dangerous ball, as we see, fizzes in. Hastings, I think, could have reclaimed it, but Mally Summers didn't want to take any chances. Tentative couple of minutes for the Abergavenny keeper. I think she needs to come out and if she's going to punch it, she needs to make a decent punch. If she's going to catch it, take the pressure off her defence, and she needs to make that decision a little bit earlier.
Lindsay Davis looks a bit bemused there by that decision. The ball had crossed the line here. The referee's assistant awarding the throw to Cardiff Met, who are 1 up here. Goal after 19 minutes by Madison Schuback. Clipston inside to Thompson. Thompson gives it away. Powell steps in, but she in turn gives the ball away, and it's Pinder who has time to turn through the centre circle looking for support. Schubach drops that shoulder. Lovely pass out to the right-hand side. Thompson again, crosses early. It's behind the players. I think that might have come off Kerry Hudson. So it'll be a throw to Cardiff Met, I think. No, it's not.
It's guessed the throw-in at the minute, I think, Mike, yeah.
Now then. Gerald Foster, she was closer than I was to the play. Schubach on the ball. Once again, receives the ball back. Great run. Oh, an opportunity to clear by Boyd. She just about gets it clear, but it's Finch recycling possession. Out to Thompson. Walker Smith. Out to Thompson. Being encouraged to take them on. But it's Walker Smith once again. Spreads it out towards Matthias. Matthias, great pass to Pinder. Pinder crosses early. It's a weak one. It's picked up by Lauren Davis. Davis to Lindsay Davis. Ball looking for Jeremiah. But 3 defenders, and Richardson takes responsibility. Could hear the shout.
But good closing down there from Kate Jeremiah. She's 3 versus 1, but still manages to put Tia Richardson under pressure and win her side of throw-in.
That's the Jeremiah family, Mr. and Mrs. Jeremiah. That's Wayne and Lorraine. Have done so much for football in the Abergavenny area. Proud day for them, with their daughter playing and their son managing. Ball cleared. Up again, looking for Pinder, but it's Kerry Hudson who tidies up. This is Powell. Powell towards Davis. It's a great run. Ooh, was she blocked there by Richardson? But Randall. Randall off her line quickly. Came to collect, and she clears towards halfway. On the volley, back it comes towards Davis. Turner and Richardson are a strong partnership at the back. They clear well. Pinder does well to keep it in, but presents the ball to Powell. There's always somebody there for the Met, and they spread it well. Finch, Clipston picks it up, time to turn. The run from midfield is by Schubach, and an important defensive play by Katie Adams. Great play on a fantastic run from midfield once again.
Yeah, good run, but much better defended from Abergavenny this time. The experience of Kate Adams, 32, 2 children at home, showing every inch of her experience there, just forcing Madison Schubach away from goal.
The cross by Schubach over Richardson's head, but Pinder does well to keep the ball in. It hadn't crossed the line. Pinder still going. Opportunity to shoot or cross. Walker Smith. And then a weak shot by Alice Griffith, and it's out for a goal kick, and Abergavenny escape once again. But nobody picked up that short corner, gave them the opportunity to clip another ball in at the far post.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why they didn't. It was a lovely nutmeg from Robin Pinder out on that left-hand side. She switched wings now. Great piece of skill, but then actually decided to play it backwards, and they lost a bit of momentum from that attack. I think if I were them, I'd just put some more crosses into the box, because that's when they look dangerous.
Schubach once again, but Powell strong in the tackle. Griffiths at Pinder. Schubach's gone down off the ball there, and she's absolutely flat. She's just about picking herself up. Matthias does well to keep the ball in. Great play by Matthias. Clips it forward towards Pinder. Good play by Abergavenny to recycle the ball, but you know, guilty of giving the ball away early. Cardiff Met 1-up goal by Schubach after 19 minutes. The true star in the making here, Madison Schubach, 22 years of age. Top scorer.
She'll be a really important member of the team when they go to compete in the Champions League, which they've earned the right to do from winning the Welsh Premier League. They'll also have the job on their hands trying to keep her away from clubs in the English leagues as well, because she looks a real talent.
That's a great point, yeah. Maybe her studies will have to keep her at Cardiff Met for another year. throw in for Met Matthias, and she's got a good long throw as well. It was Hudson across, and the throw has come off. One of the Cardiff Met players, strong in the tackle.
Yeah, she's doing a fine job in centre mid, Kerry Hudson. She's not doing a glamorous job, but she's protecting her back four really well, doing all the dirty work.
Powell plays the ball forward. Walker Smith, good skill. Griffiths up to Pinder. Pinder keeping that ball close. She beats the opposition. Opportunity to look up. Oh, a great shot, a fantastic save. I think it was Clipston with a shot. Real bullet of a shot by Clipston, but fair play to Charlotte Hastings. What a great save.
Yeah, lovely piece of skill from Clipston. Lets the ball run across the body and then sort of cuts across the shot. Adds a bit of swerve onto it. Really well dealt with by Hastings to turn it round for a corner.
Tremendous save, just flying through the air, got two hands to it, pushed it over the bar. Top quality save by Charlotte Hastings. 75 appearances for Abergavenny, 6 seasons, a real stalwart. What a great save. Ball is played in, headed clear, but again is Schubach. Oh, what a goal! Madison Schubach again, the second of the afternoon. 34 minutes on the clock. Abergavenny clear, but not when it comes to Madison Schubach on the volley. Clips it beautifully into the far corner. Cardiff Met 2, Abergavenny 0.
I don't want it to sound like the Madison Schubach show, but poor header out of the back from Abergavenny. It doesn't drop to anybody, but it's on the turn from Schubach. It's a really difficult effort. She's on the swivel, it's on her strong left foot, but what a finish into that far corner. She doesn't even see the goal, she just knows where it is. An amazing finish, and she's already on a hat-trick.
Well, what a goal that was from Schubach. But here's Abergavenny. Davis, opportunity here. Can she get a shot away? Davis, ball is blocked by Richardson. It's played back towards Laura Davis. On that left foot, strong tackle by Richardson. But then it's Kerry Hudson with the effort from distance, but it's well over the bar.
Yeah, I thought Lindsay Davis was thinking about taking the shot a little bit earlier on her right foot. Wanted to cut back inside, and then Met were able to get some bodies back and swarm her out. But still positive that they're getting touches in that Met box, and that's all they need is 1 or 2 chances with players like Jeremiah and Davis up top.
Well, in the picture there, Richardson, captain of Cardiff Met, the real rock at the back. Jeremiah, she got clipped there. She's asking for the foul and she gets it. Cheryl Foster agreeing with her. Probably an opportunity here, perhaps for a shot at goal, or is it just a little bit too far?
Might be a little bit too far because Randall looks quite competent in that goal, but a good opportunity to get their good headers of the ball forward. You see Mally Summers making her way forward now. Kerry Hudson's got a good delivery as well, but good centre forward play again from Jeremiah, just winning the foul, laying it off. That's what they'll need from her.
Hudson, the captain. Well, she's gone for goal. Randall is competent there. Good hands from the keeper. She hasn't had much to do, but she's done it really well. And good distribution out to Matthias, making the pitch as big as possible. Two moments of magic, Nia, in this first half from Madison Schubach. It's been an absolute pleasure to see her play today. And those are really top quality goals she scored.
Yeah, fantastic. And we heard about Schubach from her performance last week against Swansea City in the League Cup final. But actually to see her live, she really does know her way around a football pitch, really cultured on the ball. Very unselfish player as well. You feel like she could do a lot more herself, but she chooses to bring other people into the game.
As she did there. This is Finch. Now that's ricocheted off Kerry Hudson. It's collected this time by Charlotte Hastings. Davis scampering over, keeps the ball in play, is closed down by Richardson. Support from Jeremiah. She plays the ball against Richardson, wins a throw far side. Cardiff Met 2, Abergavenny 0. Important that Abergavenny don't concede another now before half-time. 7 minutes to go before the break.
Yeah, I think they'll be looking forward to getting in at half-time just to regroup, but also for a little breather. Cardiff Met have fantastic facilities, and they're able to get so many more strength and conditioning sessions in than I'm sure Abergavenny are able to. So I'm sure their fitness will start to tell. As you said, they're making the pitch so big when they've got the ball. So Abergavenny, I'm sure their midfielders are starting to fatigue, so they'll be glad to get in at half-time.
Good skill by Davis on the turn. Plays it forward again, looking for Jeremiah, but a little bit too much on that one. And Randall, she's always looking to release the ball as early as possible. She does so really well there. This is Thompson with Finch outside her. This is great play, great play. Pinder turns. Clipston showing her where she wants to put the ball, but Pinder goes herself. And the ball ricochets out for a throw for Cardiff Met.
Yeah, it's difficult for Abergavenny when they're running back towards their own goal and there's runs coming off the sides of them. They're not sure whether to close Pinder down or go with Clipston.
It was Finch that crossed there. The ball is cleared by Sian Bull. But again to Matthias. Now she's got a good delivery. Created that first goal. Ball inside to Griffiths. Griffiths beats her lady. And the ball is cleared up towards Jeremiah. Good first touch. Holds the ball up well. Under pressure. Looking for support. Turns into trouble. And she does win the free kick. Almost a look of desperation on her face there, wasn't there? Come on, ref, give us the free kick.
Yeah, but great play again. Look, she hasn't got any options. She's waiting for somebody to set it back to. The best she could do is put her body, protect the ball, and win a side of foul. And it gives them an opportunity to just get a few more bodies up the pitch.
Davis started the game so well for Abergavenny, under pressure here. Oh, and a mistake there by Mally Summers. Presents the ball to Thompson. Thompson releases Pinder. Could this be the third? Abergavenny scampering back to defend. But here's a chance. Oh, great opportunity for Alice Griffiths, but she's put it over.
Yeah, poor position to start with for Mally Summers. She needed to drop off to offer Laura Davis a passing option. Had to rush her clearance then, but again, we see Met. There's so many bodies committing forward. You're praying, if you're an Abergavenny fan, that it's going to be a blue shirt at the edge of that D, and it falls to Alice Griffiths, who unfortunately couldn't keep her shot down.
Walker Smith, good work by here, and then it's Schubach who spreads it to Matthias, up to Clipston. On Clipston in a race, she's really quick. Has that gone out for a corner or a goal kick? Well, I think it's going to be a corner. It's Abby Powell who conceded that corner. And again, they've rushed over, looking to take the quick one. Less than 4 minutes to half-time. Cardiff Met 2, Abergavenny 0. It's Clipston. Curls it in on the left foot. Important here that Abergavenny don't concede, and there is a foul in the box. There's Madison Schubach again, looking for the bits and pieces. So important here. Abergavenny don't concede again. Here are her 2 goals, Nia.
I mean, as we see, little touch with the right, shifts it onto her left. On that one again, both left-footed finishes, but it's such a cultured left foot. You know, there's a little bit of curl on it. It's curling away from the keeper all the time. It's just got no chance, and she doesn't even have to look at the goal. She knows where to finish.
Great ball by Griffiths. Spreading the play once again. You can see the way that Cardiff Met play. They play very, very similarly to the men. Christian Edwards, oh, not that pass, obviously.
You're crediting Christian with that one.
But when you see the men's team and the ladies' team play, there's such a similarity between the way they set up and the way they use the pitch, making the pitch as big as possible. Being patient on the ball. Davis. Again, the ball looking for Jeremiah. Turner to Schubach, out to Richardson, and that's the way they spread that real triangle there in order to get the ball.
Yeah, and they're enticing Abergavenny to press, but what they've created now is a big gap in the midfield where 5 Abergavenny players have gone and the rest have stayed, and they've left poor Kerry Hudson in there to mark 2 players.
And it's Griffiths to Clipston, out to Schubach, Schubach again, inside to Clipston. Beats her opponent, beats the second one. Opportunity to shoot. Clipston again, back to Schubach. Real pressure here, and it's Thompson's header that's wide. Once again, Abergavenny, desperate defending by them.
Yeah, watching Clipston's like watching my beloved Arsenal. She's so good on the ball, but she almost wants to walk it in. You know, she's twisted and turning, creating half a yard for herself. But in the end, you just wish she'd have taken a shot a little bit sooner. It comes to nothing.
A bit of a Mesut Ozil about her.
There is, very, very calm. Infuriates some, but entertains some as well. Now, I used to play with Naomi. She's a lovely girl and she's a fantastic player.
Quite right. Thompson round the corner to Clipston. Clipston, oh, lovely touch. And is there an opportunity to cross? Well, there is. Has the whistle gone? Well, no. I think the ball had crossed the line. It'll be a goal kick, I think, for Abergavenny. Last minute of the half, Cardiff Met 2, Abergavenny 0. Two great goals by Madison Schubach, separating the teams. Davis for Abergavenny, trying to stay in the game. Powell knocks it long, looking for Jeremiah, but Richardson again with a header, but this time straight to Mackenzie. Jeremiah with Boyd outside, and now then, can they release Boyd? Yes, they can. There are three waiting for the cross. It's a great cross at the far post, is Davis, but she just can't quite get her head to it. A great little run, wonderful cross. Unfortunate for Abergavenny, they didn't get the goal.
Yeah, and that's the first time we've seen Abergavenny really move the ball at pace, and you can see that Cardiff Met defence is vulnerable when you do that. Nice ball aiming for the back post, but just a little bit too far for Lindsay Davis.
Really unfortunate for Abergavenny in the last minute of the half. Really promising attack down this left-hand side. We've got 1 minute of added time at the end of the first half. Been really entertaining. Fantastic facilities here on this grass pitch here at Dragons Park. Opened in 2013 by Michel Platini, president of UEFA at the time. £5 million investment here. First time that the final has been held here. Walker Smith glides past her opponent, Sian Bull. Out to Matthias. Matthias, who crossed so well for that opening goal. This time she cuts inside, but it's the final whistle of an entertaining first half. Cheryl Foster, our referee, blows for half-time, but it's Madison Schubach who's the star of the half. Two wonderful goals on her left foot. The first after 19 minutes, beating Charlotte Hastings. The second was superb on the turn. At half-time here at Dragons Park, it's an uphill task for Abergavenny. It's Cardiff Met 2, Abergavenny 0.
This is a spectator announcement. Could the owner of a white Vauxhall Mocha, registration DN14HKU, that's DN14HKU, please turn to your vehicle and move it because it is illegally parked. Thank you.
Gyda cyngrair y dynion wedi cyrraedd hanner ffordd, mae ail hanner uwch gyngrair y merched yn dechrau y penwythnos yma, a pha well ffordd i ddechrau na derby De Cymru rhwng Abertawe a Caerdydd. Dros y 4 tymor diwethaf, mae Abertawe wedi gorffen yn y 2 safle ucha, ac yn bencampwyr 2 dymor yn ôl. Ond wedi colli'n barod i'r Met ar Fenni sydd ar frig y gyngrair, bydd hi'n dipyn o gamp i gynnal y record eleni.
The start of the season was a little bit of a slow one for us. But I think of late we've picked up some form, so things are looking a bit better now. Our aim is not to be top 2, our aim is to be top 1, and nothing else really is good enough.
Mis sydd wedi mynd heibio ers i'r 2 glwb gyfarfod ddiwethaf yn y brif ddinas, gyda Abertawe yn ennill o 2 gol i ddim. Ond ar ôl taro 6 gol yn erbyn Llandudno wythnos diwetha, fydd yr adar gleision yn llawn hyder prynhawn me.
They're always competitive games. I don't think there's quite so much the rivalry as there is between the men's team. to compete in the league, you've got to be taking points off teams like Swans and the teams around you. So it is quite tight at the top at the moment. So anything today, points-wise, would be a good result for me.
Ar ôl 8 gêm yr un, mae'r ddau glwb ar union yr un nifer o bwyntiau tymor yma. A'r tîm cartre Abertawe ddechreuodd gryfa. Ton ar ôl ton o ymosodiadau, ond dim I drafferthu Cerin Chamberlain yn y gôl I Gaerdydd. Yr holl feddiant I Abertawe yn yr hanner cynta, prin iawn oedd y gwir gyfleon cafodd eu creu. Yn eiliadau ola'r hanner cynta, fe ddaeth Sarah Adams o fewn trwch postyn I sgorio. Mae'r ail hanner newydd ddechrau fan hyn yn Llandas. Mae'n ddisgwr ar hyn o bryd. Abertawe sydd wedi cael rhan fwyaf o'r meddiant, ond maen nhw jyst ffili cael y bêl yng ngefen y rwyd. Croesi bysedd am fwy o goliau yn yr ail hanner. Roedd yr ail hanner llawer fwy cystadleuol wrth I hyder yr ymwelwyr difu trwy gydol y gêm. Fe lwyddodd y tîm cartref roi'r bêl yng nghefen y rwyd, ond yn anffodus roedd yr ysgellfrau Gloren Hancock yn camsefyll. Yn amser anafiadau roedd Caerdydd yn credu dylsyn nhw wedi cael cic o'r smotin, tacl gorfforol ar Catherine Walsh, ond heb ddal sylw'r dyfarnwr. Roedd yna un cyfle ola i'r tîm cartref, Katie Hosford ar gic rydd, ond Chamberlain yn casglu'r bêl yn gyfforddus yn y gôl. Felly pwynt yr un yn y derby. What will you take from this game now going into your next one?
I think it's momentum more than anything. Unbeaten in 2019. I know we're only 2 games in, but still that's a positive to take.
Mae'n siomedig iawn, ond oedd y gêm yn dda. O'n I wedi chwarae'n dda, ond dwi just ddim yn gallu sgorio, so a bit siomedig, ond dyna fel mae'n mynd.
Robin Pinder, striker or winger? Stacey Ayling, centre midfield, squad number 18. I'm Madison Schubach. I'm from Michigan in the United States. I am an attacking midfielder. I'm Tia Richardson. I'm a defender. I'm a teacher assistant in Port Talbot, and I'm captain of the squad. Yeah, we've got a really nice mix in our squad this year. So we've got some of the Welsh girls. They're a lot younger than us, they're 16, and then we've obviously got alumni from the university. And I think that really helps with camaraderie. Obviously, we all like winning the trophies and the cups, which is obviously first and foremost what we want to win. For most of the girls, playing in Champions League football is the reason why they come to this university. Lucky and fortunate to score a lot of goals this season and having a good season, but I wouldn't be anything without my team. Even though the weather isn't, it's sometimes raining a lot, but I'm really enjoying my time here. Kay's a great manager. She knows what she's talking about on and off the pitch. That all the girls take on board, and then we've obviously put into practice on the day.
Cyn y gêm yn erbyn y Fenni, roedd Met yn croesawu Cwm Welfare. A hynny fel rhan o ymgyrch sy'n gweld clybiau'r gyngrair yn mabwysiadu clwb ieuenctid lleol.
We've started a new initiative, which is our Sister Club project. This is whereby we work with clubs outside of the area. You know, for us, it's building on our connections through different communities. And so these girls get to see the grassroots pathway within Wales, really.
I think something like this actually proves that the FAW have got things in place and people are willing to help out with grassroots football and develop those players. And the girls can see something that they can actually achieve, and it is achievable for them as well.
They can be a challenging group at times. There's some really big personalities in the group, but generally we've got a good mix of different ages and different experiences in there. And yeah, there's a really good team dynamic. You know, we've worked hard to make sure that they get it right on and off the field.
Wel, mae'n amlwg bod rhywbeth yn mynd yn iawn i'r Met ar hyn o bryd. Roedd hi'n un I ddim ar ôl 9 munud yn unig. Naomi Clipston yn penio. Ac ath hi'n ddwy I ddim cyn yr egwyl diolch I Madison Schubach ac Eryr Fenni Fygwth oedd y Met yn rheoli.
Okay, it needs to give 3, it needs to give 4, put the nails in the top.
Roedd pawb di gwrando ar y bregaeth mae'n amlwg. Oedd hi'n 2 I ddim ar ôl 2 funud yn yr ail hanner ac am gol gan yr Americanes Schubach unwaith eto. Llwyddodd y Fenni I gael 1-0 diolch I beniad Laura Davies. Ond oedd dim gobeith stopio'r Met. Ail y pnawn yn dod yn y pen draw i Naomi Clipston, 4-1 a 15fed buddigoliaeth ynol ym mhob cystadleuaeth.
For me, it's one game at a time. Obviously, Talbot next week, and then obviously the Swansea game, a very big game for us. We know it's going to be tough going there, but I've got all faith in my team that we're going to finish top of this league.
We need to not get ahead of ourselves. Hopefully we can win it up at Swansea, but we need to stay grounded and keep putting the shifts in training and make sure then that we're in the best possible position to pick the cup up as early as possible.
Yn rownd derfynol cwpan cyngred y merched roedd pencampwyr y cyngred Met Caerdydd yn anelu am y dwbl ac wedi camgymeriad gan gol geidwad Abertawe. Olivia Thompson roddodd y myfyrwyr ar y blaen wedi chwarter awr. Ond doedd dim llawer y medrai Gemma Border yn y gol i wneud am yr ail. Bwled o ergyd gan Madison Schubach i ddyblu mantais Met. Ac yna gol gampus arall i'w gwneud hi'n dair, ymdrech Alice Griffiths yn taranu i fewn oddi ar y trawst. Fe gafodd Abertawe gol gysur wrthi Jodie Passmore fanteisio ar flerwch yn y cwrt bach, ond Met Caerdydd aeth â hi yn ddigon cyffyrddus i ennill i hail dlws yn y tymor. Cicio!
Reit, codi off.
Cat Jones, Wrexham AFC women's goalkeeper.
Cer amdani nawr. Anodd beidio. O, hwnna'n agos. Honna oedd hi.
Jodie Richards, striker.
O, da iawn mae hon yn gallu ware. Ymdrech deg. Shambles llwyr.
Abby Hughes, defender.
O, anlwcus. Dwi'n trial misio neu fe. 10 pwynt am hwnna.
Lauren Rees, midfielder.
Kick meal. Campus. O, bullseye. Da iawn.
Kim Dutton, canol Cai.
O, na bwlsodd y kangaroo ar trampolin. Mae nhw fod gwella wrth ymlaen. A dyna ni am heddi.
Hwna'n rili dda, fi'n meddwl. Rhaid i fi prynu hyn. Sorry, fi wedi gweud i Sgorio i cael Tash TV, a maen nhw wedi gweud ie, o'r diwedd. Fi wedi cael sgwrs gyda un o'r ffrindiau gorau fi, Lauren Dykes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well done, Tash. Good girl.
Go on, and you have.
Hiya. Lauren, yeah.
So, Lauren, on this lovely day, we're all here for one reason. 100 cap.
Yeah, one reason, that's it. It's all about me.
Take us back to 07, 08, first cap, Holland.
Remember seeing my name on a board and thinking that, well, that must be a training sheet.
Obviously,
I thought that's a training sheet, that is. And the more I looked at it, I was like, that's not a training sheet. I just remember not being able to breathe for about 5 minutes. Yeah, I still remember it. Like, I can't remember games in between as well, but I can still remember my first debut. So, yeah.
Did you ever think you'd make 100?
I don't really think about it, though, do you? Do you know what I mean? It just kind of rolls from one game to the next. You only start really thinking about it when you get up to them sort of 95, 96, and you think, God, I'm close to getting there now, but I know it'll be a proud moment for my family.
So you've obviously encountered quite a lot of us, or quite a lot of characters.
Encountered?
That's quite a good word, I think.
Okay.
Who would you say is your favourite?
You're all my favourites.
Oh, look at that.
I couldn't choose. That would be horrible. Can you imagine?
We've all grown up together, I think.
There's a group of us, isn't there, that, like, I think we are all keeping on going for each other, you know, like, if it wasn't for you lot, like I said, I don't think I'd still be playing now, generally, truth be told. Experiences are nothing without the people you're with, and I'm not trying to sound cheesy, but they're not, so...
You should write it on a card, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we're definitely doing it for each other and trying to finish on one big positive note with hopefully a qualification for Euros.
Looking ahead to Thursday, I know we're all excited, so I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, I've been told to try and embrace it and enjoy it as much as I can, and I will do my best. If anything, maybe after it's over, I'll be able to kind of look back and kind of pinch myself and say, yeah, that actually happened. But hopefully, if anything, my parents can enjoy it, my family and friends watching more than I will, because I'll be cringing, and I know you'll be laughing at me because, you know, I hate these moments. But I am really, really grateful just to be stood out there with you girls, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, one last one. Any advice for someone very young that wants to aspire to be the next Lauren Dykes?
Don't aspire to be me. No, I think you'd probably agree with this as well. Like, you're born with a certain amount of ability, but it's what you do with it. Like, it's as much about passion and kind of having a reason for doing it than it is about ability. So for me, that's massive. So I would say to any kid, just if you're passionate about something and you want it enough and you enjoy it enough, just keep doing it and just try to be the best you can be.
Thank you very much, Lauren Dykes.
Thank you very much.
History maker. A pleasure.
You did well. Good.
Well, welcome back to Dragon Park here in Newport for the second half of the Welsh Women's Cup final, where Cardiff Met lead by 2-0. Two superb strikes by Madison Schubach gives the students the advantage, and it's they that kick off, playing from right to left in their maroon colours, looking for the treble, having secured the championship, having won the League Cup. They're 2-0 up, and there's Alice Griffiths. Ball is cleared. And Nia, if you were Richie Jeremiah, what would you have said to the ladies of Abergavenny at half-time?
I think he'll be proud of their efforts in the first half. I think he'd like them to press a little bit more collectively. I think when they're going in ones and twos up top, it's leaving big gaps for the likes of Schubach and Griffiths in the Cardiff Met midfield to pick passes out. But I think going forward, when they've played it forward with pace, Jeremiah and Davis have looked dangerous, so they can take heart from that. If they get a few more crosses into the box, then who knows? They need to get the next goal back though.
Yeah, we talked about the first goal being so important in the first half. Obviously, Met have got there too. But if Abergavenny manage to squeeze one, then it'll become particularly interesting. Now, Kate Jeremiah scored 2 in the semi-final. She's on the ball against Matthias. She creates a little bit of space for herself. She's being closed down, needs help. And she wins herself a throw-in. Support is there from Bull. Bull, opportunity to cross here. She's looking for the run of Jeremiah. She gets there first. Ooh, Richardson was strong in the tackle. She had to time that one well. And here is the Schubach star on the ball. She gets the ball. Oh, great work by Kerry Hudson, the captain of Abergavenny. Ball is spread again to Jeremiah. Needs to be in the game a lot more. Great pass forward towards Davis. But Randall again, off a line quickly. Good start though, Nia, by Abergavenny.
Yeah, much better. They're playing in better areas already. Being much more patient on the ball, not just trying to kick it forward, but actually being more thoughtful with their passes. Another great ball forward from Mally Summers there to pick out Jeremiah. But I still feel like they need to commit a couple more bodies from midfield if they're going to make use of those good areas.
It's Pinder. Oh, there's no offside there. Everybody stopped in the Abergavenny defence. It was Clipston who had the opportunity, but it's Charlotte Hastings again who saves superbly.
Yeah, I'm not sure why there was no offside flag. It looked from where we're sat that she was completely goal side Clipston before the ball was played in. But again, Hastings didn't relax. She didn't complain. She got a good strong hand on her at her near post.
Great save again by Hastings. Good strike by Clipston. It'll be Schubach to curl this one in on that wand of a left foot. Well, Hastings, she punches clear, and it's Abergavenny who get to the ball first. Oh, great run here. Davis, Bull, and that's, oh, it's a good ball, but it was too close to Richardson, trying to bisect the two defenders there. It looked all the world to be a great ball, but it was just that little bit too close to Richardson. This is Bull. She's had a good start to the second half. Jeremiah looking a lot more lively. Abergavenny, and that's a lovely pass by Davis to Boyd. Great skill by Boyd, trying to go between the defenders. No foul. Ball is cleared by Turner. But they say in any game there's always going to be a period for the team that's behind, and they've really started well, Abergavenny, here.
They have, and you know, for the Cardiff Met defenders, when they're in a game like this and they don't have an awful lot of defending to do, you can fall asleep a little bit and be distracted by the ball. And as we've seen so far, Davis and Jeremiah's runs again, and Boyd, as you say, has started this second half really well. They're looking the better the team at the minute.
Richie Jeremiah, who saw in shot there, he will be really pleased with the second half start by his team. There's Randall, always aware of what's around her. Eleanor Randall, Estelle Randall. Boyd goes to ground. Griffiths plays it forward. Good play by Mackenzie in the first place, but it's Clipston again. Clipston spreads it for for Pinder. Pinder crosses. Mally Summers across, and that will be a throw to Abergavenny.
Pacer Pinder there is frightening for any fullback. She came from a mile away, but Kerry Hudson again, ever so reliable, gets a toe in, wins her side a throw in.
Pinder into the box. Again, Abergavenny here need to be careful not to foul. They do clear.
Yeah, you can't really afford to go to ground unless you know you're definitely going to win the ball. Mally Summers there with a block earlier on, nowhere near a hand if that's what they're looking at. But yeah, if you're going to go to ground in the penalty area, you need to really make sure you're going to win the ball.
Abergavenny do clear. And having had that positive start in the first 2.5 minutes, Cardiff Met has had to re-establish their dominance in this game. 2-0 up. Schubach towards Thompson. Ball is cleared, but straight again to Schubach. And as you say, Nia, she's so unselfish, always picks the right pass. Finch crosses, good header away. That's good play. Oh, it was good play by Abergavenny, but that ball straight to Matthias, and she picks up the foot that is Schubach with a wand of a left foot. She plays it towards Thompson. She was coming across Powell, but this time it wasn't the best of passes, and it's through for a goal kick.
Yeah, good run from Olivia Thompson on the Met wing, coming from outside to in, trying to penetrate that space between the full-back and the centre half, but is well dealt with by Abby Powell.
Walker Smith to Matthias. Looks so organised there as they play the ball across the back four. Turner into the feet of Schubach, coming deep to collect the ball. Plays it wide. Oof. Oh, Lucy Finch there and Boyd, I think, that collided. It was a heavy collision on the far side. I think the ref has awarded a foul. Oof, yeah, a bit painful that one on the hip.
Yeah, she's just trying to stop the forward ball. I think it's Lauren Boyd comes across, just trying to stop that forward ball. Catches her a little bit late, but again, straight back up. I think she came off slightly worse than that anyway.
Pinder turns past Boyd, opportunity to cross. She does so low this time, ball is cleared. Finch waits. Walker-Smith picks the ball up. Is there an opportunity for a shot from distance? But it's straight at Hastings. Hastings does well to collect. They're still in the game. They always say they're 2-0. When you're up 2-0, is that the most dangerous score you can have?
Is it ever dangerous when you're in the lead? I'm not sure. And no, they'll be keen to get a third though and really kill this game off. And they've missed a couple of opportunities as well. So those individual players will be keen to make amends as well.
Bit of a tired pass there from Boyd, but good work by Bull. Bull against Schubach, but Schubach is tenacious in her tackling. Jeremiah, good at the skill. Ball played forward to Davis. Davis to Lauren Davis. Ball played through. Oh, it was looking again for the run of Lindsay Davis, but it was Lucy Finch in the way. And they're looking to feed Pinder there, who's playing more like an outright right winger really in the second half.
Yeah, and I think she's the reason that the left-sided players for Abergavenny don't want to creep forward. Laura Davis really needed an option down that left then, but I think they're so wary of Pinder on the counter and her speed that they're wary of doing it.
There's a quote from Wayne Jeremiah in the week: if we play with heart, passion and desire, anything is possible. And it's that family affair. Wayne, his son Richie being the manager, and his daughter Kate leading the line, but they're 2-0 down here. But Thompson gives the ball away. This is Jeremiah, only Davis ahead of her, and it's the run by Davis behind the defence. Now Richardson needs to be careful here. She's always strong in the tackle. Davis closes her down, and she wins a throw for her side. Really good pass there by Jeremiah.
Yeah, and again, no defender, no matter, you know, the best defenders in the world, they don't like running back towards their own goal. So the more they can turn Turner and Richardson, the more they'll frighten them. Turner having to concede a throw there.
Jeremiah, oh, a little bit short there. And here's Bull looking to cross. Well, that's the first mistake I've seen Schubach make on that left foot.
She's human, guys.
Clipston, and Finch has got acres of space ahead of her.
Yeah, but Ball a little bit behind Finch. There was plenty of space that could have been played in front of her there.
Good pass. Walker-Smith to Griffiths, who had two great chances in the first half to really kill the game. Schubach, poor old Sian Bull, has got that responsibility of closing her down. This is Griffiths, spreads it wide to Pinder, crosses out by Mackenzie. That's great play, good play by Abergavenny. Good run by Davis. Oh, wonderful play on her left foot. Needs to give the pass well. It's to Jeremiah. Jeremiah shows her pace. Can she finish? Oh, just wide by Kate Jeremiah. Well, the best we've seen from Abergavenny Nia. What a wonderful move.
Yeah, brilliant. You can see that's the sort of form they were showing in the build-up to this cup final. Wonderful run from top scorer Laura Davis. Threads it through. Tia Richardson had already committed herself out. It's a 1v1 and just doesn't quite get the contact that she would have wanted, Kate Jeremiah. Needed to go across goal, but Turner had come across to narrow the angle down.
But just showed the pace that she had. For a second there, it looked as if she was going to fly past the defender. But great run by Lauren Davis as well.
That will give them plenty of confidence, though. It's only 2-0. You know, they've earned their right in this cup final, as we've said. And, you know, those front players, Jeremiah, she's dangerous.
They did ever so well, Abergavenny, to get past Cardiff City. They would have been heavy favourites to, strong favourites to have reached this final. But 2 goals from Jeremiah. Won that semi-final. But here's Thompson. Thompson, square to Pinder. Pinder. Space to move into. And Boyd needs to take responsibility there. Here's Pinder in towards Clipston. But there is handball against Clipston in that move.
Yeah, a little ball in from Pinder, as we see. Just tries to take it on the stomach, Clipston, but it does hit her hand, and Abergavenny get away with that one.
Oof. Oh, could hear both ladies there in a heavy collision. I think it was Walker-Smith. Oof.
Again, both players just straight up off the floor. Quick head rub, and then they're ready to get on with it.
Was that Mackenzie? Mackenzie and Walker-Smith. What a collision. Oof.
Neither of them were backing out of that one, were they?
Wow. Tell you what, there's some Barry and TNS players who will stay down for that one.
Even the Barry one.
Great play by Pinder. Past her opponent, strong run. Clipston in front of her. That's a lovely pass towards Griffiths. Griffiths, oh, just bullied out of that one. Ball played forward towards Jeremiah. Jeremiah to Davis. Davis, again, some good close skill. She's helped by Mackenzie, but strong in the tackle is Lucy Finch. Boyd for Abergavenny, plays it down the channel, and that's a wonderful ball to Davis. Fantastic pass. Davis up against Turner, needs to get the cross in, but she wins a corner for Abergavenny. But what a superb pass by Boyd.
Again, from front to back, what they're doing now is they're winning the second balls. They're anticipating it a little bit better. Picked it up in midfield. Great forward ball from Lauren Boyd, as you said. But again, that channel run from Lindsay Davis, showing her speed, wins a side of corner.
It will make it so interesting if Abergavenny get the next goal here. Summers is up from the back. It's towards the near post. Oh, my word. That was so close. Was it Boyd who had the header? Curled in. Neil, have a look at this.
Yeah, ball in from Jeremiah. I'm not sure if it's Laura Davis who gets across the front. No, it's Boyd, you're right. She does really well with it. She almost again gets a little bit too much contact on it, and it just goes narrowly past that near post, but really positive from Abergavenny.
Jeremiah created that chance. Bull forward towards Davis. Really important foot in by Griffiths, but they give the ball away. Ball's played forward. Matthias clears towards Clipston. Clipston inside, but Kerry Hudson there. And Marley Summers. And Abergavenny really in this game now. Ball played forward, but it was towards Jeremiah. It'll be a throw to Cardiff Met. Let's see how close this chance was, Nia. There's Lauren Boyd.
Yeah, she looks disappointed. She knows it was a good chance. And I think she'd lost her marker as well. It was good movement in the box. I don't think Estelle Randall would have got to it if it was on target.
Jeremiah, wonderful little clip in to Davis. Davis turning, looking for support, but she unfortunately gets bullied out of that. And the ball's with Pinder. Pinder plays the ball forward. Intelligent run by Naomi Clipston. Clipston turns, so she's facing the defenders. Wins some time. Finch outside her. Four waiting in the box for the cross. Schubach is there looking for her hat-trick. Griffiths as well. Ball played inside, and an important foot in by Kerry Hudson, but it's won back by the Met. Finch again, crosses. Good header clear. Ooh. Strong tackle, and it's an Abergavenny throw, far side.
Yeah, I think when they're clearing the ball, and they are clearing the first ball, they then need to get themselves out of the box. Somebody at that back needs to organise, needs to show some leadership skills and get everybody out, because they're just inviting more and more pressure from Met. Clipston was able to assess, pick a pass, loads of time.
Clipston, good tackle once again. Brave tackling by the Abergavenny defence, backed by Matthias. Schubach again. Good turn by Pinder. Pinder looking for that run from midfield. It's out by Powell, but won back again by Griffiths. Nice and tidy out to Walker-Smith. Finch screams for the ball, but she chooses to pass to Thompson. Thompson against Boyd. Boyd loses out. Ball is crossed towards Schubach. Very important tackle once again, and the ball is clear to Jeremiah. Jeremiah again shows a pace, good skill, wonderful run by Jeremiah. She's still going. Turner in front of her. She's past Turner. She needs support. Who's there? Oh, and she gives the ball away. That was so unfortunate. couldn't get the bodies forward to support Kate Jeremiah.
Yeah, showed some good strength there, but the thing is, when she's running with the ball, she beats one, she beats two, and there's still 3 Cardiff Met players back there.
Quite right. Good tackle. Katie Adams really timed that pass really well. For all, at the bottom of your screen, just show the next live game on Sgorio is the New Saints game against Caernarfon. And also the Welsh Cup final on the 5th of May between the two sides. Oh, great skill by Lindsay Davis. Davis is clear, past Walker Smith into the box. Needs support. It's laid back for Mackenzie. But Mackenzie can't get a shot on target. Once again, a great little run by Lindsay Davis. Wales under 17 and under 19 players, 7 goals this season.
Nice to see more Abergavenny bodies getting involved in those attacks as well. She had choices for once, she had options for once. Lindsay Davis chose to cut it back, and just a poor effort in the end. But again, it's positive, they're playing in much better areas.
Well, it's forced Cardiff Met into a substitution here, and it's Naomi Clipston who's leaving the field, and she's had a really impressive afternoon. And taking her place will be Laura Townsend. Lauren Townsend, wearing 12, 2 goals this season.
Yeah, she can play in defence or midfield. I think she's made her way over here. She's going to go at left forward, if you like, but she's a player, again, similar to Clipston. She's got really tidy feet and is a really intelligent passer of the ball as well.
Griffiths, good pass to Pinder. Round the corner to Thompson. She gets the ball back. Pinder past her opponent. And Katie Adams is there once again. Tidy defending by Abergavenny, but they clear straight to Schubach. Ooh, is there a bit of a pull there, was there? On the hair, if I'm not mistaken, by Laura Davis. A bit uncharacteristic for the game.
You got to grab what you can grab what you got to grab. Oof. You know, to get it down. I think Schubach does really well, though, protects the ball with her body and just draws the foul out of Laura Davis.
It's going to be a free kick to Cardiff Met. They could take this short. Abergavenny just lined themselves up across the 18-yard box, but it'll be Finch to take this free kick. Still 2-0 up. 65 minutes gone. Finch. It's too close to the keeper, I think. Well, it's headed clear by Mally Summers. But Thompson is there quickly, and Thompson crosses wonderfully, and there's the substitute, Townsend. Well, she's had the shot for goal. Fortunately for Abergavenny, it was straight at the keeper. Laura Townsend. We've still got Pinder down in the box. Play continues, and Schubach's on the ball, and it's Townsend inside to Griffiths. Griffiths, the shot. Oh, great work by Hudson. Get that tackle in. And here's Mackenzie. Pinder. She's so quick across the ground here, isn't she?
She is. She's a great athlete, and only 10 seconds earlier she was getting up herself from a challenge in the box, but great recovery challenge. Here's the chance just now for Lauren Townsend, the substitute. It kind of bounces into the ground before it gets to Hastings, the goalkeeper, and takes any pace she intended to get onto the shot, but good ball in again from Thompson.
Good skill again by Davis, taking that ball down. The second half has just flown by. We're nearly 3/4 of the way through the game. Still 2-0 to Cardiff Met, and here's Pinder. Pinder turns, buys some time, plays it forward, and again it's Kerry Hudson who's there, the captain for Abergavenny. Wonderful play, pinches the ball, good, a strong run up that left-hand side. It's Turner who's there for Met. Turner to Thompson. Thompson inside to Pinder, but this time she can't collect. So important now, this next goal. Abergavenny staying in the game. Jeremiah, the greatest threat, but in her own half. Bull. Ball played forward, and that's a little too strong, I think, and it's Randall's off her line. She hasn't had much to do, but she had that save, didn't she, from Davis in that first half.
Yeah, she did. She stayed alert to that, but she almost is like an 11th outfield player for Met at the back. They do like to play it round, and she's very comfortable with the ball at her feet.
Good interception there by Abby Powell. To Jeremiah. To Davis. To Boyd. This is better. Two forwards in the attack. Ball play forward by Boyd, but again it's Alice Griffiths across covering. She does that work really well, screening.
She does, and you know, we've talked about Shoeback a lot in this game, but Alice Griffiths and Walker Smith in that centre midfield have allowed Shoeback to do what she likes doing, threading those passes, picking those balls out, because they're so competent in as you say, in protecting their back four and marking the likes of Kerry Hudson in the Abergavenny midfield.
Pinder is past Adams, plays it forward towards Townsend, but Mali Summers clears, but it's going to come straight back, and it's Matthias who crossed so effectively for that first goal, and that's another great cross, but this time Charlotte Hastings came early and collected well. Ooh, but her throw is straight to Shoeback, and you just don't want to give the ball to Madison Shoeback if you can avoid it. Ball played forward, pressure on Richardson. Richardson, cool, calm, collected, plays the ball forward well. This is Matthias. Walker Smith looking to spread it. Boyd can't collect it. Walker Smith, good skill on the turn through the centre circle. Thompson. To remember, Cardiff Met Welsh champions will represent Wales in the Champions League in the summer. Pinder towards the run of Shoeback. It's out by Adams, but temporarily only, and Pinder is there, and she spreads it well out to the substitute Townsend. Townsend crosses towards the far post. Second ball is essential here. It's cleared by Abergavenny. Boyd and Walker Smith compete for the ball. It's come off Walker Smith, and this could be her last contribution, I think, and it is. So Ellie Walker Smith will be replaced by Jessica Westhoff, another American recruit from Colorado University.
Substitution for Cardiff Met in the 70th minute. Leaving the field, number 6, Ellie Walker Smith, be replaced by number 15, Jessica Westhoff.
Yeah, she's done a tidy job, Walker Smith, and if Westhoff's anything to go by the other Americans on the pitch, then Abergavenny can't afford to let her get into the game.
That's right. But Walker Smith and Griffiths, they've dominated that midfield area, haven't they? They haven't allowed the Abergavenny ladies to get any momentum in their play.
No, not at all. And as we said, that the only way that Shoeback can do what she likes doing is because she knows she's got that insurance policy in Griffiths, in Walker Smith, to allow her to creep forward and pick those passes out.
Hudson, Davis round the corner to Jeremiah. Now can they fill the box? They need bodies in the box. Abergavenny, and the cross is a poor one by Jeremiah. She's done so well throughout the afternoon. There were 3 ladies waiting for the cross, but this time Jeremiah crosses it behind the goal. Unfortunate for Abergavenny. Little less than 20 minutes left. Cardiff Met ahead by 2 goals to 0. Madison Shoeback again being closed down by Mackenzie, and again Hudson wins that ball. Great play by Hudson, but the Met win the ball back, and here's Pinder, and she'd be looking for the run of Thompson. She had to delay a run because she was going to go offside. This is Westhoff. Westhoff's first contribution to Thompson. Thompson crosses. Oof. Katie Adams clears. Jeremiah has to come deep to collect. Only Lindsay Davis ahead of her. She's going to have to go it alone. Kate Jeremiah cuts inside. Oh, you could see what was going on in her mind there. She wanted to cut inside and then bisect those defenders. Didn't quite make it near.
Yeah, I think it was a good pass. I think it was the right option from Jeremiah, but Lindsay Davis wasn't on the same wavelength. She needed to make the runs that she was making in the first half from outside to in.
Fenni can clear. There will be opportunity for Facebook users to nominate their man of the match from 75 minutes onwards. I have a feeling there may be an interest from the number 10 from Cardiff Met, having scored 2 goals, but there are other good performances as well. But if you'd like to contribute on Facebook, then you can from 75 minutes onwards. Here's Pinder. Pinder, and Hastings does well to collect. And it was Alice Griffiths who was closest there to...
Yeah, it's good goalkeeping actually. Robin Pinder's very right-footed, so has to come back inside. Didn't want to take it on with her left, but Hastings does well to come out and claim that.
No, I think she's been injured here. Pinder.
It's actually a vital touch from the Abergavenny defender as well. I'm not sure who it was sliding back in, but gets a little deflection of it on it to divert it to her goalkeeper, and just a bout of cramp here for Charlotte Hastings.
Well, she's had a lot of work to do, to be fair, in the goal, and she's made some superb saves during the afternoon.
She has, and she hasn't had an awful lot of protection at times. You know, for both shoe-back goals, there wasn't a lot she could do at all. Both smart finishes into the far corner. But as you say, she stayed alive. She tried to punch a couple. I think she could have come out and claim it and take pressure off her back line a little bit, but she's kept them in the game, as you say. A couple of really athletic top corner saves, and hopefully she recovers from this to finish the game.
The cup final today, Nia, has been really well attended. The stand in front of us here is completely full.
Yeah, and do you know what? If you ask these players, they'd much rather play at a smaller venue that's packed than, you know, a fancy big venue that seems half empty. So, you know, I'm sure Abergavenny fans have come out in their strengths today to support first-time finalists, and I'm sure they're enjoying it despite the scoreline at the minute.
What do you make of the facility here in terms of Dragon Park?
Yeah, it's wonderful. You know, when I was playing for the Welsh national side, I used to train here a lot, and it's a top-class pitch. I know they run all their coaching courses, the renowned FAW coaching courses out of here as well, so it's been graced by the likes of Vieira and Thierry Henry doing their badges here, but Gareth Bale and his mates as well always train here, so it is a world-class facility, and it's a great opportunity for these players to strut their stuff on this pitch.
And as you would expect, it would be well attended by the FAW, including communications officer and media officer Ian Gwyn Hughes. Good news here, Charlotte Hastings is back on her feet, moving rather gingerly. Well, now then, we have reached the 75th minute, which gives our Facebook users an opportunity to nominate their woman of the game, person of the game, and we will have obviously a cluster of players, including Madison Schubach, and here she is at the edge of the box looking for complete a hat-trick. And she, not the best striker of the afternoon. She had time there as well, Nia. She
did. She let the original one go. She must have got a shout from Townsend on the left, who chose to lay it back and just snatched the shot a little bit first time, and it sailed over. She's disappointed with it because I think she's sensing her third of the game. Here it is, just a little layoff, and she snatches at it, leaning back slightly. Very unlike her, but she'll be keen to get a third soon.
Schubach to Townsend. Townsend plays it forward to Pinder. Schubach, oh, what a pass that is towards Alice Griffiths. She's not offside. She shoots, and another great save by Charlotte Hastings. But what a pass from midfield by Schubach.
Great vision. And we see Alice Griffiths. She's noticed that Pinder's come out of that central forward position, and she's chosen to fill in. Gets a good strike, it's on target, I think Hastings is maybe cramped up again, making the save, but again, she's keeping her side in it.
I'm not sure whether Abergavenny have got a substitute sub-keeper here.
None of those look like they're going to volunteer anytime soon.
They're not warming up, but they're all looking at each other, I think. Yeah.
Have you got your gloves with you, Mike?
Oh, maybe they could do with you, Nia. You're the tall netball player here that they might need in goal.
Possibly. The goal's a bit bigger than the netball hoop, though.
Corner's taken towards the near post. Ball is cleared. Townsend created an impression really early, having come on as a sub, and Hastings has to be swiftly off her line. Oh, she didn't want to do that. It's not going to help the cramp situation.
No, it's not. She needs some electrolytes down her, I think. But she's going to hook it away to give herself a breather now.
Davis looking for support, played inside to Bull. Bull trying to turn the Met defence. Now Randall's taking the opportunity to come from afar here. Oof. If that had gone straight to an Abergavenny player, that would have been interesting. This is Bull. At Adams. Davis. Oh. Important header. Hudson came for it. She didn't collect. Schubach. And again, well played by Abby Powell. Powell forward to Jeremiah. Jeremiah to Davis. Oh, and there's the offside flag goes up. Didn't quite time that run. Lindsay Davis. But again, some clever play.
Yeah, it's a shame. It was well won by Shan Bull, I think. It's right-hand side position. Feeds it to Jeremiah. It's the right pass again. It's a good run from Davis, but just times it a little bit too early.
11 minutes to go. Still the double from Madison Schubach in the first half. Two great strikes separate the teams. Davis past Griffiths, but Finch stays tall, collects. Plays the ball forward towards Pinder. Griffiths again, looking to change the direction of play here, looking for the ball to Townsend, but for those Facebook users, you remember you can nominate your Man of the Match award and leave your comments regarding today's historic broadcasting of the live Welsh Women's Cup final. Mackenzie, oh, unfortunate. They seem to have been able to nullify Madison Schubach's contribution in the second half. I think Abergavenny deserve a lot of credit in the way that they've closed her down second half, Nia.
Yeah, she's not had nearly as much time as she did in the first, and I think the distances between their units, so the defence and the midfield and the forward line, are playing much closer together, so it's limiting the time that the likes of Schubach have to pick their head up and pick passes in the second half. And I'm sure Richie Jeremiah on the side, that's what he asked for at half time, and that's what they're executing. It's much better.
Now here are the goals, Nia.
Yeah, she's coming off now. She'll be disappointed not to get a hat-trick, but again, really two smart finishes into the same corner of the goal. Two different goals. The second one especially, she doesn't even look. She takes it on the swivel, and it's just a really classy performance from her.
And Madison Schubach accepting the congratulations from her teammates and coaching staff, and taking her place will be Stacey Ayling, and I think she's the secretary of the team as well.
Yeah, and I've heard her described as a female Pirlo back at Cardiff Met University. I think she's very good on the ball, so they need to be wary of her picking out those forward passes.
So Stacey Ayling on for Madison Schubach. There's a yellow card there shown at, I think it's Mally Summers. First yellow card of the afternoon. Lauren Boyd has left us as well, and Eliza Atkins, wearing 15, is on.
That'll be a £10 fee for Summers, I think. They still pay their own yellow cards at this level, I think.
Well, it's Ayling, the sub, to take it. She floats it in well. Richardson comes and attacks it. Griffiths hits the post. Oh, so unlucky. She's hit the bar in the first half. Now she's hit the post. And Richardson can't finish either. Well, how many opportunities does Alice Griffiths need to score today?
Oh, it's a wonderful volley on the edge of the box. It's rising as well. She catches it just before it bounces, and it's heading for everybody to see into the top corner. And we're stood next to the Griffiths family. They can't believe she's at the bar again. So unfortunate.
Oh, she's had a really good afternoon, but in front of goal, she's been so unlucky. Wonderful header that struck the bar. An opportunity from afar that Hastings did well to save, and now she struck the post. Richardson across, asking where's the support. Matthias is there. Time ticking away, and it's all against Abergavenny at the moment. Here's Griffiths, lovely touch. She's closed down there by Atkins. Atkins, the substitute, adding a little pace into the attack, but Finch is there. Turner. Inside to Griffiths again. Closed down by Hudson. She's looking for that ball to Townsend all the time, but it's Abby Powell who intercepts. Jeremiah coming, looking for work, but running into traffic here, and in the end they messed that one up. And this is Ayling. Ayling, now she can strike it from afar. Will she go herself on her left foot? Wound that one up. Davis, and they're beginning to tire near now. You can see it in their legs. Yeah, it's not surprising, you know, Cardiff Met are so well conditioned due to the setup that they've got at the university, and they do make the pitch so big when they're in possession. I just don't feel like since Clipston's gone off, they've got the same outlet as they did in the first half. That's a great ball, no offside against Jeremiah. Jeremiah crosses towards the far post where Atkins is waiting, but Atkins can't quite time that run to the far post, and it's Finch that clears. But for once there, Abergavenny break the offside trap. Jeremiah timing her run to perfection. The ball was wonderful. What a tackle by Alice Griffiths. But Jeremiah's cross couldn't be turned in. Yeah, and they need to go for it, Abergavenny. You know, there's 6 minutes left. It's a great ball across the front of the goal from Jeremiah. Here's the tackle here from Kerry Hudson. She's not backing out of that one, but really strong from Alice Griffiths again, who's done a sterling job in centre mid. But they have to commit bodies into that 6-yard box, because, as you say, Cardiff Met were caught sleeping a little bit then. Ashley McKenzie has left the field, and Megan Jones has joined us, and she'll slot in there at right back. I think it's Kerry Hudson who's still down. She's got through a ton of work today. She can definitely hold her head high when they walk off the pitch at the end, knowing she really has emptied her tank today. Yeah, and it's still Kerry Hudson who's down after that tough tackle by Griffiths. Kerry Hudson, 25 now. Yeah, and she's been... That's nice. It's the physios from both teams here assisting each other. I think it's Gabby Hughes who's the physio for Abergavenny, being assisted by the Met lady there. I think she's won 6 player awards, Kerry Hudson, and they tend to mean more than, you know, the coaches' player awards, because it's voted for by your peers. So, you know, the work that she gets to in a football match is being recognised by her teammates. That's right, over 100 appearances for Abergavenny. She works so hard in that midfield. Real box-to-box player, Kerry Hudson. There's no malice in that tackle. It was just really well timed. No, not at all, and no complaints from either side. Ball was there to be won. Alice Griffiths just got in there a little bit harder and came out with possession, but that's what we've seen all day. You know, there's been no malice in any of the challenges. There's been a little bit of passion in them, don't get me wrong. You can hear them through our headphones in commentary, but both sets of players just straight up wanted to get on with things.
Kerry Hudson.
Well, Kerry Hudson, unfortunately, is not happy. Well, I think she feels perhaps the tackle wasn't as well timed as we've suggested here. Yeah, but she'll also be disappointed with the fact that her side are 2-0 down. You know,
they don't know when they're going to get this opportunity again. I'm sure she's just passionate about maybe finishing this game a little bit stronger.
Lauren Daniels, who's on in place of the captain. Matthias to Townsend. Westhoff to Finch. Can they finish with a flourish? It's Griffiths forward towards Pinder. She gets the ball first, but again a little bit of disappointing cross. And the man of match, or the lady of the match award, goes to Madison Schubach. Not surprisingly, Nia.
No surprises, but as you say, there's been good performances all over the pitch. I think Clipston was bright in the first half. Pinder's been a threat all day. Tia Richardson's been a rock at the back, and also for Abergavenny. You know, Jeremiah has done all she can for that forward line of Abergavenny, but Schubach has just been a class above today. Great athleticism around the pitch. Her vision and her unselfishness on the ball, but also we've seen her finishing ability, and I think give it a couple of years and she can definitely be playing semi-pro or professional football.
Well, she's 22 years of age now, but what a future she has in the game. We've seen enough this afternoon to suggest that she has a real bright future. Ball is played forward by Abergavenny, attempting to turn the Met defence. Good decision by Richardson there to try, well, the ball played to Turner, but they get themselves out of trouble. Katie Adams steps in. Davis under pressure from Griffiths. Less than 2 minutes to go. Again, Adams has played really, really well. Again, the ball played forward, looking for Davis, but Richardson across. So strong, but good tackle. Good tackle by Townsend. Townsend into the box, but excellent recovery by Tia Richardson.
Yes, the substitute, I think, showing fresh legs. She closes Tia Richardson down at the back. And again, no defender like sprinting back. You know, you're hoping your keeper's going to come out and help you out, but she manages to get a toe in. But bright from Lauren Daniels. And here she is again.
It's been a brave performance by the Abergavenny ladies, having lost 4-1 and 4-0 against the Met in the past. What a pass that is by Davis, bisecting the defenders again. It's Atkins that reaches the ball first. Can they cross it? Yes, they can. It's Powell who switched over to the left-hand side. Atkins, Davis can get to... Oh, trying to get the ball there first. There she is on the ball on her left foot. Can she work it onto her left foot here? Oh, she's closed down really well, and Abby Powell forward, but it's straight into the arms of Rundle.
Yeah, got a bit narrow. Cardiff Met managed to get some players back, but I'll tell you what, they've really not disgraced themselves at all, especially in the second half. Abergavenny, you know, there's been, you know, bigger sides, if you like, bigger clubs with more support that have been, you know, annihilated, humiliated by Cardiff Met this season, because they have been formidable, and they really have performed well and risen to the occasion today, Abergavenny.
Jeremiah on the ball. 4 minutes have been added at the end of the game, and it's Abergavenny that are pushing for perhaps a consolation goal. It's Atkins into the box, still going, but Steph Turner stands her ground, and they're able to clear. But again, well played Mally Summers in the first place. On to Townsend. Now that's a foul. She draws the foul. Really clever play there by the substitute.
Yeah, great first touch outside of the foot. Draws the foul from Matthias, and they've got a... they might have an opportunity to get what might prove to be a consolation here. But again, she's come on well, Lauren Daniels.
Jeremiah on the free kick. She's not going for goal. She floats it in. Rundle in trouble. And it's a goal kick is awarded. That was a clever play by Kate Jeremiah, floating that ball up, encouraging the defenders to go for it.
Yeah, it's a nightmare as a centre-back. You know, when they float the ball in like that, you don't know if your keeper's going to come, you don't know if you should go for it, and in the end, there's not great communication. It's really brave play from Laura Davis, who goes in there to challenge with Tia Richardson. Rather you than me going in with Tia in an aerial duel, but Cardiff Met come out with it.
Randall. Clever play again by Matthias. She created the first goal, and in comes Adams. Real trier, Katie Adams. So a lot of character in this team. Abergavenny. That ball ricochets, and it could be trouble here because Hastings is injured, but she does well to clear on her left foot towards Lauren Daniels. The ball beats her. And there's the manager of Cardiff Met, Dr. Kerry Harris. He's going to win the trophy for the third time for Cardiff Met and secure the treble. And they will also go to Europe to represent Wales in the Champions League. Good play by Daniels to Davis. Davis trying to turn, and there's a foul on Davis by Richardson. Well, we've played 2.5 of the 4 that have been added. Time running out for Abergavenny. It's going to be a historic afternoon for Cardiff Met. They were expected to win this game, but they've been pushed all the way by a talented young outfit from Abergavenny. Jeremiah to Davis, but she's bullied out of that one by Griffiths. Griffiths is hurt in that tackle. Sian Bull. 2 8s clashing there. She's gone down quite heavily there, Alice Griffiths.
Yeah, she might have just had her ankle caught underneath that challenge from Sian Bull there. Might be a little bit sore, but I'm sure she'll be able to hobble on for 40 seconds.
How do you think they'll get on, Nia, in the Champions League? It's always, you know, there's some class outfits across Europe in the women's game, but they're developing, aren't they?
They are, and they've been a few times, and they haven't had that much success in terms of actually qualifying out of that original group. But when they're so dominant, when they play here in Wales, in their league and in these cups, I'm not saying it's easy because they do work tremendously hard, I know that, but when it's not the same level of competition that you're facing all year, it can be a little bit of a shock to the system, and they very often play in countries that the climate is very hot, it's very difficult conditions, so when you've only got 3 games to sort of show what you can do out there, having not had similar prep all year, it is difficult. And you know, in games that they're winning comfortably in the league, not this one because they've had to work for this one, but I'm sure Kerry Harris will have certain things that she wants them to do, certain plays that she wants them to execute, and a certain style in which she wants them to play. It has to be quick. They have to be organised at the back because they're going to face some really tough opponents when they go away to Europe.
Yeah. Just saw a montage of pictures there of the Jeremiah family. A really historic day for them. Ball played long, but that beats everybody. A proud day. The Jeremiah family play integral roles within the club. Wayne, the dad, the secretary, Lorraine, the mum, the kit manager, and the tea lady. Obviously, Richie, the son, is the manager. And then Kate, who leads the line. Ball is cleared, seconds left. Ayling with a header. Davis still working hard in the midfield. Going for the treble. And that's the final whistle from Cheryl Foster. It's an historic day for Cardiff Met. They secure the treble. 2 goals from Madison Schubach secured the victory in this Welsh Cup final. Goals really, really well taken in the first half. It's been a great little tussle, Nia. How do you make? What do you make of the afternoon?
It has, and do you know what? Especially second half, it was a pretty evenly matched game. I think the match winner is undoubtedly Madison Schubach, deserved Player of the Match award, but the 2 goals, you could just tell that she's a slight class above the other players on this pitch, and you know, it's tremendous what Cardiff Met have achieved this season, having, you know, not every week facing the opponents that they need to better themselves, but I'm sure the training environment that Dr. Kerry Harris has created is obviously, it's paying off. But a word to Abergavenny and the Jeremiah family, you know, clubs like this wouldn't exist if it wasn't for families like theirs, and they definitely haven't disgraced themselves today. They've had some really good bouts of play, and they can take this forward into next year and start challenging for the top of that league, because that's what we need for the Welsh Prem to get better, is more teams challenging the likes of Met and Cardiff City and Swansea for that title.
Yes, it's a historic day for Cardiff Met. They celebrate. They've already won the league and the League Cup, but now they've added the Welsh Cup to that, and that for the 3rd time in their history. We will have the celebrations for you as they begin But the final score here from the Dragons Park in the 2019 Welsh Women's Cup final, victory for Cardiff Met. Abergavenny 0, Cardiff Met 2, and congratulations to them. Oh, who's that? I'm in the bumps. So the qualifying rounds of the Champions League will begin, but there's almost a mirror image here where they dominate Welsh women's football for the entire season, with the new Saints, you know, and the new Saints dominating the men's game. But as you said, you know, they are deserved winners of the league. They deserve to represent our country, and we'll see how they get on. There's the disappointed faces of the Abergavenny players. But what do you think Richie Jeremiah will be telling them now?
I think he'll be telling them he's extremely proud. From the way that they went about the match from the first whistle, they showed intent, they showed positivity, they didn't succumb to you know, the pressure of being the underdogs, if you like. The pressure was definitely on Cardiff Met, and they had some really bright stages in the game. You know, Jeremiah ran her socks off, Kate Jeremiah up top, their defence stood strong, Kerry Hudson in the middle put in a tremendous amount of tackles, and I think he'll be really proud. And hopefully, they, as you say, they're a young team, they can use this as a confidence boost going forward into their league season next year.
Lots of tears, a lot of emotion around here, Nia.
Yeah, and it's always, you know, it's the end of an era, if you like. They've been on a journey. The journey is always great. Getting to the cup final, you know, there are some fond memories from that. But you know, they are the second best team in the competition. They're finalists. They can hold their head strong. They beat a lot of good players, a lot of good teams to get to the final here. And it's just about, you know, they're having pictures with their families now. They'll have pictures with each other in the changing room, I'm sure. So, you know, it's still plenty to be proud of if you're an Abergavenny player.
Yeah, you've won the cup on two occasions. You scored in two finals. It's something that you can treasure forever, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And, you know, here again, it's a Welsh Cup, and we're all passionate Welsh people. Here in the anthem at the start, we actually beat Cardiff Met when I was playing for Cardiff City Ladies. And, yeah, it's a wonderful tournament. And here's Madison Schubach. She'll have fond memories too. Both really well taken goals. You know, picks that one out the air, gets in between the two defenders, and here's the other one. Comes out, nobody picks up the second ball, but bang, you know, on the swivel, doesn't even need to look, takes it early, and it's a really cultured finish into that corner.
Some lovely goals, I must admit. She's the top scorer. She's got 15 goals this season in the league, a real star in the making, and she was perhaps the difference this afternoon between the two sides.
And I think TNS might have a little eye on her, I don't know.
Indeed. But you said there, you know, some of the English clubs will be looking at Madison Schubach. I mean, will they be able to tempt her with the financial side of things?
I think so. So obviously she's come over. Cardiff Met have got fantastic facilities, should have been drawn to that. She's probably studying while she's there as well, but that's only going to last a couple of years, and I'm sure it's only a matter of time before clubs in the FA Championship and the FA Super League come knocking, because there is actually good money to get in women's football now, and she's more than capable of playing at that level from what I've seen today.
And you have to realise as well the commitment that goes into this, you know, training twice a week, and then travelling to Llandudno and Rhyl to North Wales. There's a lot involved here, isn't there?
Yeah, and we talk about it a lot, but genuinely, you know, we've all got in from work at 6 o'clock and you just want to put your pyjamas on, but these girls put their boots on and they go out to a cold, sticky pitch and they do the work that their coach sets out for them. You know, it's tremendous what they're able to achieve in the short amount of time that they're given, and that's probably where Cardiff Met reigns supreme, in that a lot of them are students. A lot of them have the facilities in and around where they live. They're offered extra sessions. They can do extra sessions in their own time. So that's probably, you know, a big foothold that they have over the other clubs.
So what next then for the women's game in Wales? Where do we go next to this? Strengthen the junior sections?
I think so, and I think if they want to strengthen this Welsh Women's Premier League, you probably need more youth Welsh international players on show in it. You know, I'd be really intrigued to know if there's any selectors here today watching some of the young Welsh talent out here. I'm not sure if there is, but you know, a lot of our young, talented players are now getting drawn over the bridge very easily by academies in Bristol or Yeovil or even Everton if you're up north as well. So I think, you know, it'd be great if we could look out here and say, oh, she's a current under-17s captain, she's a current under-19s midfielder. You know, I think that would really help boost, you know, the marketing of the league, if you like, because the Red Wall have you know, shown that they're following women's football now. There is a big hype around it.
Yeah, it's certainly the women's game is on a high in Wales currently. The international team doing so well. And I think the Welsh FA have managed to get the podium ready. We'll have to keep an eye, Nia, on Estelle Randall, because she was an internet sensation, I think, when they won the league. Because when they opened the champagne bottle, the cork hit her on the nose, wasn't it?
Actually, I did see that. It went viral, didn't it? Shook it a bit too hard and it plonked her on the nose, yeah.
So we need to, I wonder if she'll be the one given the bottle there.
Hopefully not.
Well, here are referee and officials for the day. Cheryl Foster receiving their medals, and the assistant referees Kerry Louise Williams and Lindsay Brown.
Yeah, Cheryl Foster is an experienced ex-Welsh international, so she's played at the highest level. I've never actually seen her ref live before, but I thought she really tried to play advantage, which I liked, but then always brought it back if there wasn't one, so only one yellow card. I told her to keep them in her pocket. But
no, she did really well, fair play. And leading the runners-up forward to receive their medals, Kerry Hudson. She had a competitive, combative game in midfield there.
Yeah, she really tried to do her utmost to protect the back four. Plenty of last-ditch tackles, but also some tidy play in midfield to bring other people in too.
A real family atmosphere around the Abergavenny women's team. Obviously developed from the Mardi Tigers and the Pilks team of the past into the current Abergavenny women. But of course, it's that Jeremiah family that has ensured the development of this particular team here.
Yeah, and Wayne Jeremiah, I think he's more of in a secretarial role now, but he was the manager when they were Mardi Tigers and helped coach, I think, 16, 17 youth internationals. So he knows what it takes to be a good player at this level, and I'm sure he'll have enjoyed today, regardless of the final result.
Well, as they come forward to receive their medals from Kieran O'Connor, President of the Welsh Premier League, it's Estelle Randall, and then Robin Pinder, and they leave Tia Richardson, I think, until last to collect the trophy. Lots of smiling faces. They've secured an historic treble for Cardiff Met. There's the secretary, Ayling, Stacey Ayling, going through. There's some class players in this outfit, and they deserve to receive the accolade and the honour of lifting the cup today.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Matthias there. She played at fullback today. Randall's getting the champagne, everybody look out. I think we need to look out where we're stood here as well. Yeah,
emotional pointing it in our direction.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how many trophies you win, you know, it still feels fantastic whenever you win another one, so they'll enjoy this.
And it's Tia Richardson who comes forward to receive the trophy, 26 years of age, and they've shaken that champagne, and she joins her teammates on the podium, and it is Cardiff Met who lift the Welsh Cup 2019. They've managed to shake the champagne over themselves rather than the cork this time. They celebrate the treble. Congratulations to Cardiff Met, to Tia Richardson, to Dr. Kerry Harris on their achievements during what is an unbelievable season. And we wish them well in the Champions League when they represent Wales later this year. They are the Welsh Cup champions, Cardiff Met. And some big celebrations tonight, Nia.
I would have thought so. Uni students in and amongst them, a bit of champagne in their eyes there, but no. Fantastic scenes. These pictures will be on Instagram later on, I'm sure, but Yeah, a great game to watch actually, but match winner Madison Schubach stole the show.
It was a real credit to be here today. Some top quality football on show from the ladies of both teams.
Yeah, definitely, and just the class of Cardiff Met just paying dividends in the end. The conditioning you could see just slightly more superior, but I actually really enjoyed watching Abergavenny and how they adjusted for that second half performance.
There in front of the sign that says winners 2018-19 for the third year. Congratulations to Cardiff Met. They are the champions. They've secured the treble. Their star Madison Schubach's double was the difference today between Cardiff Met and Abergavenny, and we wish both teams well in the future. And thank you for joining us on Facebook Live.